Om Namah Shivaya.
Deepam and Sivaratri for Tiruvannamalai and Bhagavan's Jayanti and MahaPuja of Sri Ramanasramam are the festivals that attract large crowds to Tiruvannamalai. Especially during the latter two occasions, Bhagavan's devotees experience extraordinary exhibition of the grace of Bhagavan. This is recorded in the reminiscences of quite a few devotees. Let us now look at the origin and the speciality of MahaPuja, which is connected to the spiritual journey of Bhagavan's mother, Alagammal.
लोकस्य हिताय अविद्या अन्धकारापनोदनाय कुवादानां दूरीकरणाय सत्यस्यावेदनाय च सुषुवे तस्य सुन्दरप्रियायै सौन्दर्याम्बायै नमः सौन्दर्याम्बायै नमः नमस्तत् अधिष्ठानाय च मातृभूतेश्वराय भगवते नमस्तत् अधिष्ठानाय च मातृभूतेश्वराय भगवते नमस्तत् पूजकेभ्यश्च रमण भागवतेभ्यः नमस्तत् पूजकेभ्यश्च रमण भागवतेभ्यः रमण भागवतेभ्यः.
Alagammal was born in a small village called Pasalai near Manamadurai in Tamil Nadu, India. She was married to Sundaram Iyer at a very young age. She was a simple, middle-class housewife who respected and adhered to social norms and orthodoxies in accordance with her times. She was quite ordinary, a dedicated wife and cheerful mother to her children. She was a skilled midwife who helped deliver many babies without consideration for caste boundaries. Her love for young Venkatraman is demonstrated through many incidents in Bhagavan's childhood. Whether protecting him from his father when he used his father's office papers to make paper boats, or when she stood up against her sister-in-law who was supposedly unkind to her son, she was no different from any other mother. This maternal instinct to protect him continued even after he left home and would become Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. Sundaram Iyer's unexpected death in 1892 scattered the family, and Alagammal and her children were separated to live under the care of relatives. Her eldest son, Nagaswami, and Venkatraman went on to stay with Subba Iyer at Madurai. Alagammal, along with her youngest son, Nagasundaram, and daughter Alamelu, went to Manamadurai to stay with Nellayappa Iyer. This incident, in a way, sowed the seeds for her long and intense spiritual journey. The next blow came on August 29, 1896, consequent upon his death experience resulting in his permanent abidance in the self. Her beloved son Venkatraman left for his home, Arunachala. This bolt from the blue shook mother to the core. Futile efforts were made by her and family to bring young Venkatraman back from Arunachala. Mother was distraught at the refusal of her boy to return. In December 1898, she arrived in Tiruvannamalai, determined to bring her son back with her. She found her dirt-laden son lying on a rock in Pavarakundra. She persistently visited him day after day. Appeals, upbraiding, even tears had no effect. Finally, she decided to appeal to those around who, moved by her sorrow, put in their own appeal, at least to give a reply. The response was given on a piece of paper as follows. The ordainer controls the fate of souls in accordance with your prarabdha karma. Whatever is destined not to happen will not happen. Whatever is destined to happen will happen. Do what you may to stop it. This is certain. The best course, therefore, is for one to be silent. These words of paramount significance to the entire mankind was delivered in a place no less significant, Pavarakundra, which is where the Universal Mother Uma went into penance. Bhagavan had clearly indicated that the filial tie was off, but this did not stop Mother from visiting him again and again. Bhagavan seemingly treated her harshly just to remind her that the family ties were not relevant and also to help her mature spiritually. In 1914, Bhagavan's mother paid a brief visit to him at Tiruvannamalai. While there, she had a severe attack of fever, which some thought to be typhoid. Her life was in despair, and Bhagavan composed the following poem for her recovery. The poetry in Tamil is pregnant with meaning, requesting not just for her physical cure, but also for her spiritual uplift. Needless to say, she recovered. Upon her return to family life, a series of misfortunes followed, wherein she lost her daughter-in-law Mangalam, the wife of her youngest son Nagasundaram. She also lost her brother-in-law Nellayappa Iyer. Alagammal's sorrow knew no bounds. She now came to understand that the external grief in her life had been created to prepare her mind to turn inwards. The transformation had begun. In the year 1915, Alagammal returned to Arunachala permanently. She resolved never to leave Bhagavan's divine presence, as she preferred this austere life to any other alternative. In the early days, she stayed in town with Echammal. Noticing her age and physical inability to climb the hill every day, Echammal and few other devotees appealed to the sadhus living with Bhagavan to let Mother stay with him. There was protest, and Bhagavan stayed quiet. Finally, he stood up, gently took his mother's hand and said, "Come, let us go. If not here, we can stay somewhere else. Come." Everyone immediately fell at his feet seeking forgiveness. In 1917, Bhagavan's brother Nagasundaram also came to live with Bhagavan and Mother. During this time, everyone moved to Skandashram as it was more spacious, and Mother had also taken over kitchen responsibilities. Mother was in the company of some great women devotees, including Akhilandammal and Echammal. Mother's inherent vasanas had to unravel and eventually drop off. Bhagavan often made fun of her for her religious orthodoxy. Lokamma, a devotee who worked in the Ramanasramam kitchen, would reminisce, Bhagavan, recalling Skandashramam days, said, "The ashram doesn't see any difference. Mother would not give food to the man who brought us firewood. She would insist that I must eat first. Then she would eat, and then the woodcutter. I refused to eat till the man had been decently fed. She then saw that she could not have a way with these matters. Is it not correct to see God in all?" Kunjaswami recalls that once Sabhabati Swami and Narayana Swami arrived at Skandashram after the midday meal, and they collected the leftovers from the leaf plates and proceeded to eat the uchishta as prasadam. Bhagavan called out to his mother and pointed out with sarcasm and humor that she should witness this act of orthodox behavior by the two Brahmins. Mother regarded these two individuals very highly for their learning and their devotion towards Bhagavan. Now she could see things from their perspective. Sabhabati Swami once gave away his dhoti to someone in need and then asked mother for a replacement. When she said she did not have a spare one to give, he suggested to her that she tear 2 yards from the sari she was wearing, and without hesitation, she tore off the required cloth. Bhagavan, with the intent to build her inner life, gave her useful instructions, narrated helpful anecdotes, corrected some of her old world notion of religious virtues in the matters of bathing, eating, running the kitchen, but he never coerced her and always allowed her to have her orthodox way. For instance, he would remark in a jovial manner, "Oh, your cloth is touched by somebody now. Muddy is gone, polluted. Oh, religion is gone. Yes, this onion, this drumstick, great obstruction to moksha."
அத்தை சாப்பிட்டு நாசை தீரே
அப்பளமிட்டு பாரே இப்புவிதனில் ஏங்கி திரியாமல் சர்வோத சுக சர்க்குருவானவர்
செப்பாது சொன்ன தத்துவமாகிற ஒப்புயர்வில்லா ஓர் மொழியின்படி
அப்பளமிட்டு பாரே.
Alagammal was made to realize that he who had been born her son was divine. Once, as she sat before Bhagavan, his body disappeared and she instead saw a lustrous Sivalingam. Thinking this to mean that he had discarded his human form, she burst into tears, but soon the lingam vanished and he reappeared as before. On another occasion, she saw him garlanded by serpents like the conventional representation of Shiva. She cried to him, "Send them away, I am frightened of them." After this, she realized that the form she knew and loved was none but the Supreme One. Thus passed 6 years of mother's life with Bhagavan, and she had totally surrendered to the extent that she once said to Bhagavan, "Even if you throw away my dead body in these thorny bushes, I want to die in your arms. Alagammal's earthly journey finally came to an end on May 19, 1922. From morning till about 8 in the evening, Bhagavan sat by the side of the gasping mother, placing his right hand on her heart and the left on her head until life in her body became extinct and the soul got absorbed into the peace that passeth all understanding. Some days later, when someone referred to the passing away of the mother, Bhagavan corrected them with a curt remark, "No, not passed away, absorbed." On another occasion, he stated, "Yes, in her case it was a success." When his hands were on the head and heart of his mother, the innate tendencies, vasanas leading to future possibilities, became very active. Scene after scene rolled before her in the subtle consciousness as the outer sense had already gone. The soul was passing through a series of experiences that might possibly have required many more births, but for the quickening process worked out by the special touch given on the occasion. The soul was at last disrobed of the subtle sheets before it reached the final destination, the supreme peace, nirvana, from which there is no return to ignorance. Of her spiritual state at the time of her physical death, Bhagavan said, "After Mother breathed her last, her body glowed with a divine resplendence. She looked not like a corpse, but like a yogini in meditation." Preparations were soon underway to enter Mother's body. Kunjaswami recalls, Bhagavan sat beside Alagammal's body. Arunachala Swami and I were near Bhagavan. He wanted us to read Tiruvachakam, and we finished the entire text by 4 o'clock in the morning. A decision was made to enter her body secretly before daybreak at the southern foot of the hill, but it ended up as a grand event with a big gathering. The body was interred with all the appropriate rituals accorded to one who attained Videha Kaivalyam. When the question of disposing the body came up, it was Kavyaganta who cited verses from Sri Ramana Gita to show that women had equal right to sannyasa as men, and he saw to it that a samadhi was erected over her mortal remains and named the linga as Matrubhuteshwara. To commemorate the event, Nayana composed the Saundaryamba Nirvana Shatkam.
Saundaryamba Nirvana Shaktam. Dundubivarshe Vrishashashtadine Madhava Krishna Daliya Navamyam Bhagavasara Nisisakatara Samyuktayam Pratameyame Bharadvaji Parasarya Shrestra Kulodbhava Sundara Patni Guru Guha Bhagaja Ramana Maharshe Mata Puta Charitrena Tyajita Manasa Sangahamsi Shivapada Bhakti Kshalita Panka Guhakara Saktyaruddha Prana Takshana Duta Samasta Vikalpa Nigamantavacho Vedyam Jyotihi Sarva Jagatsu Vyaptam Jyotihi Sutaguha Drishtya Vyaktam Jyotihi Saundaryamba Samabhujyotihi रमणमहर्षे करसरसीज द्वयमकरन्ता स्फुटधारेव अत्र समाध्यौ सौन्दर्याम्बा देव्यास्तीर्थं नवमगसमनम् जयतु महर्षेर्माता पूता जयतु समाधि कोपितधीयः जयतु महर्षि स्थापितलिङ्गं जयतु च तीर्थं नवमगसमनम् जयतु महर्षि स्थापितलिङ्गं जयतु च तीर्थं नवमगसमनम्.
For about 6 months, Bhagavan would come down often from Skandashram to Mother's shrine. And one day in January 1923, he decided to settle there forever. Thus was laid the foundations of Sri Ramanasramam. After Bhagavan moved down and settled near Mother's Samadhi, there was only a thatched roof over the Samadhi. Over a period of time, some devotees decided to build a proper temple and installation of Sri Chakrameru. Bricks and building material were gathered. The bricks were carried to the side by the devotees. One moonlit night, when all were asleep, a devotee woke up and found that Bhagavan was missing. He woke up the others and they all began to search for Bhagavan. They found Bhagavan taking part in bringing bricks to the site from a kiln opposite to the ashram. From May 23, 1922, daily pujas and Navratri special pujas were performed to the Matrabhuteshwara Mahalingam by a group of ardent devotees. Of all these events, the MahaPuja, an annual grand celebration of Mother Alagammal's Mukti, is celebrated according to the Hindu almanac in the month of Vaigasi on Krishna Paksha Navami Day and is of great importance. Let us now see some recorded information pertaining to this significant event. Bhagavan had collected a series of pamphlets published by Sunday Times under the title My Motherland. In a reference to Mother's shrine and puja, he struck out the printed word Shraddha, which is a word commonly used to denote death anniversary, and he replaced it with the word Aradhanai, meaning worship. Sri G.V. Subbaramaya of Nellore, Andhra Pradesh, attended several Mahapujas and travelled hundreds of miles every year to be at Bhagavan's feet during the special time. Here are some of his reminiscences. May 16, 1944. After Mahapuja, Bhagavan quoted from Brahmagita a sloka which meant, "The magician deludes the gullible, himself remaining undeluded. But to the Siddha, himself first deluded, deludes the others." May 25, 1946. During this year, Sri GVS visited Bhagavan with 3 of his children and he composed the Matrabhuteshwara Pancharatnam on MahaPuja Day.
Matrabhuteshwara Stuti, composed by Muruganar and copied by Bhagavan in a bit of paper in Tamil. Sri Matrabhuteshwarar. கருத்தாயாம் அன்பு செயக்கல்லாதேமாகவும் தன் கருணையால் ஆண்ட அருள் கல்யாண ரமணனை உள் பொறுத்தாயார் தன் கழலை புந்தி செய்வார் அன்னவர்தம் புத்திமயல் போக்கொரு சத்போத குரு மூர்த்தியை நம் கருத்தாயாவாறு மனக்கற்பனா சூனியமை கண்மணியாம் விண்மணியை கண்காண காசினிக்கு திருத்தாயாய் ஈன்று அளித்த தெய்வ தருவான சிவதேவதையாம் மாதுரு பூதேசரையாம் சிந்தை செய்வாம். மூக்க முருகர்.
जगदीश्वर शास्त्रीकृत श्री मातृभूतेश्वराष्टकम्. माता त्वं च पितासि सर्वजगतां माता पिता वानते, तस्मात् त्वं भुवि विसृतोऽसि भगवन् श्रीमातृभूतेश्वरः. तेन त्वं महिलार्धविग्रह इति ख्यातश्च नाम्नैव ते, तत्त्वार्थाकलनाय केवलमसौ जागर्ति योगेश्वरी.
मातृभूतेश्वरम् आश्रयामि. ध्यान देयातीत परम् अवाङ्मनो गोचरम् अप्रमेयम्. ध्यान देयातीत परम् अवाङ्मनो गोचरम् अप्रमेयम्. मातृभूतेश्वरम् आश्रयामि. महायोग शक्ति समेतम्. मातृभूतेश्वरम् आश्रयामि. मातृ अधिष्ठान शोभम् अखिलार्ति भञ्जनम् अघहरम्. अरुणरमण मातृ अधिष्ठान शोभम् अखिलार्ति भञ्जनम् अघहरम्. सदा वेदघोषज्वलितं सर्वसमृद्धिकरं भक्वन्न प्रदकरं संगीत निपुण गानामृताभिषिक्तं सागधर विनुत राम हृदय रमणम् आश्रयामि. सदा वेदघोषज्वलितं सर्वसमृद्धिकरं भक्वन्न प्रदकरं संगीत निपुण गानामृताभिषिक्तं सागधर विनुत राम हृदय रमणम् मातृभूतेश्वरम् आश्रयामि. महायोग शक्ति समेतम्. मातृभूतेश्वरम् आश्रयामि. महायोग शक्ति समेतम्. मातृभूतेश्वरम्